No.
Where the hell is the boss?
Blackbird
Eat some hot dogs before I kill myself, you know.
Why am I so bad at being good?
Bug collection. Yeah.
All my friends are dead and they don't like me anymore. They've moved along, they've changed, and now they find me quite a bore. Way back then it was okay to be a little weird, but all my friends are dead.
The other day, a senator I knew got a text, a great guy, from his wife. And she said, when you get home, I want to have you immediately come up the stairs and make love to me. And he said, I can't do both. You know what? You know, in other words, can't go up the stairs and make love. Does anybody get that? Well, I thought that was actually pretty good. That was actually the only thing I thought was good in this whole freaking stupid speech that they wrote. That was the only good one, and that went down with not exactly great laughter. I think, you know, in other words, you can't go up the stairs and make love, too, you know. So we're looking for term limits. Does anybody understand
there
this
were
stuff?
new survivors. In other news, hey, why don't we all get together in these trying times and totally dunk on a piece of shit, ugly, bad-looking, gross, fart-sucking, dog-murdering piece of shit and take some pot shots at a deeply shitty person named George Santos.
Why did you use the $3,000 you allegedly stole from a disabled veteran who needed the money to save his service dog, who is now dead, by the way?
That's a great question.
Hi, I'm Malfeasance, which is more of a name than many of the names George Santos pretended to be, but it's not a name. George Santos is a pile of scum in a trench coat masquerading as an ugly gay man.
Homophobic attacks.
Just the ongoing harassment.
The fact that he's allowed to walk around freely is a miscarriage of justice. Guy should be locked up. Guy should be taken away for a while.
After he served how much time in jail? Was it 6 months?
Was it longer or shorter than he was in Congress?
He got I guess pardoned or a sentence commuted by Donald Trump.
3 months he spent.
3 months in jail.
He is a Trump sycophant, and I think that's how he got away with all the schemes and crap that he got away with. But here's the important bit. This is why I want to talk about it. Under a different name, George Santos.
Richard Ostoff says he owes his life to his pit bull, Sapphire. When he left the Navy in 2008, his mental health was in free fall. He was struggling to keep it together and cycling through psychiatric wards with a bipolar disorder diagnosis and PTSD. The darkness was smothering. Rich says he often considered ending his own life. The only thing that stopped him was the adorable little puppy at his side. He couldn't stand the idea of leaving Sapphire behind.
She knew when my moods were changing. She knew when I was depressed. She knew when I was going manic. She would wake me up when I was having nightmares.
Within days, donations surpassed $900. By the end of June, the $3,000 goal had been met, primarily thanks to Rich's friends, family, and old Navy buddies, some of whom he hadn't heard from in years. This is amazing, Rich said. Sapphire could finally get the surgery she needed. Or so he thought. But then things started to get weird. Anthony DeVolder, who retained complete control of the purse strings, insisted that Rich and Sapphire see his preferred vet where he had credit. It would be cheaper and quicker for everybody, he said, communicating awkwardly through the vet tech who had introduced them. Days passed in this back and forth while Sapphire's condition worsened. Frustrated and running out of time, Rich finally messaged DeVolder directly. My dog is going to die because of God knows what. That fucking fatty deposit is benign. It needs removal, and I'm sick of being jerked around. I'll take her to another vet, but that cash was raised on her behalf. It's fucking 3 times the size it was in April. Rich says the last few weeks of Sapphire's life were unbearable. She could barely stand, and there was nothing he could do but watch her suffer. By January 2017, he was out of options. He stood outside a Home Depot with a cardboard sign, panhandling for enough money to give his 10-year-old companion a peaceful goodbye. Rich Osthoff eventually checked himself back into a VA hospital. With time, therapy, and support, he started to rebuild his life. Later that year, he even adopted another dog, Ruby. But Sapphire was never far from his mind. Then, in December 2022, everything came flooding back. Rich was watching the news when a newly elected congressman flashed across the screen, George Santos, dodging reporters and refusing to answer questions.
So essentially, a veteran's family did the best they could to help this veteran, and the in-between person, George Santos, took that money and fucked off, and then proceeded to be shitty.
That's a great question.
It's a really good one.
Yeah. Who helped you write it? Rich Osthoff?
All myself. Is that the veteran? That's the name of him, right?
And bitchy and whiny.
Former Republican Congressman George Santos took to social media to express his enthusiasm about attending President Trump's upcoming State of the Union address. I'm going to be there for the State of the Union in the gallery, guys. At the time, traders on the prediction market site Kalshi were placing millions of dollars worth of bets on who would attend.
Oh my God.
Santos's video confirming his presence sent odds soaring.
Oh God.
But he didn't show up.
It's to be honest, it's supervillain shit. But real supervillains have the gumption to own the villainy that they did. The Terror from the Tick is he's gonna own.
They're all blind.
What an evil scumbag he is. But George Santos won't even admit, obviously for legal and fucking personal reasons. No one wants to talk to a goddamn dog murderer, especially not a dog murderer of a homeless veteran. But you know that smarmy fucking ghoulish bitch fucking loser George Santos is just itching to brag about what a piece of shit dog murdering fuck he is. I bet he privately makes jokes about it all the time. What a filthy, disgusting human being. I'm sort of upset that I compared the Terror to him at all.
Hello there. Oh, what you got behind your ear?
A guy who shoots people and shoots superheroes in the head in front of children. And at least, one of these two people owed what they are.
It's nothing. You got nothing.
Anyway, this is sort of a reminder that for some reason, this piece of human garbage is allowed to walk around free after serving something like 3 of his 38 months.
And his sentence was commuted, right? What was he originally in there for?
He was originally in there for 87 months and got out after 3.
So he served, it's less than 5%. He served 3% of his...
I did way more in my military contract.
He
did.
For bilking and scamming a bunch of other people. And I'm not saying him scamming other people isn't despicable in its own right. It is. He's a despicable, disgusting human being.
I don't know. I'm asking. He loves going on TV and talking.
So you're just saying it's not true. You're just accusing him of what? Trying to clout chase off of you?
I'm not accusing him of anything.
You're saying he's a liar?
That did not happen, yeah.
So then you're accusing him of being a liar. That's how that would work. Those things are mutually exclusive.
I've made that clear, yeah.
It's just, what he did to that veteran guy is particularly gross. Just a refresher out there. This is a newsworthy refresher. Okay, that wraps it up. Just remember, George Santos is a piece of... I got you! It's me, Melk, and I'm doing a bonus take. a newsworthy bonus take, and it's me, Malk. Hey, how's it going, Malf? You not
Hello,
real
Milk.
having name,
It's me.
motherfucker. Okay, we're not doing the whole. That's not. I already said it's not a name. What are you doing here? Well, the Odyssey came out, and a bunch of right-wing grifters all proclaimed that the Odyssey is like bad and shit, and it was never going to be good. The only take I even liked, that I personally, is the take that it wasn't like weird and magical enough, and that Epic the musical is probably a better version of the Odyssey.
However, there are other aspects that just, for me, didn't mesh well. It still is a very well-made movie, but it doesn't feel entirely like it captures the spirit of the Odyssey. And I didn't think I would come out of it feeling this way, but I will say Epic the Musical is probably a much better adaptation of the Odyssey in terms of its full scope.
Sort of by that standards, No Country for Men. What was that? What movie? Shut up! I said No Country for Old Men for no reason. Oh, okay. You're the movie guy, right? You're just bullying me for the sake of bullying. Yeah, that's right. Okay, what were you saying? At any rate, Oh Brother, Where Art Thou is a better Odyssey than the Odyssey. Or it's a more compelling Odyssey than I'm interested in watching than the Odyssey. And those guys didn't even read the Odyssey. My point is I'm not that super interested in the Odyssey. So my hot take, which was in the title of this video, the hot take is I wouldn't like the Odyssey no matter how many minorities they put into it. Woke bullshit. Should we say that the Odyssey sucks shit together? That'd be like a fun bonding experience. Yeah, that sounds fun, Dad. Oh, don't do. That's weird. You're like, that's weird. I don't know what our relationship is, but it ain't that. I don't know anything. I used to be a sock. I didn't make me this. The Odyssey sucks shit. Any rate, can you leave now? Odyssey good or bad? Odyssey made money. That's the important thing. It doesn't matter these right-wing dipshits if it's good or bad. All that matters to them is if it's box office worthy. Like, that's literally the only standard they go by, and box office say good, so they're dumb. So, all right. Were you gonna wrap up? Yeah. Do you have something else to say? Do you have something else to say? Do you have something else to say? Yeah. They finally put Nirvana the band, the show on Hulu. You can actually watch it finally. It's not on Vice.
That's where we bought our first coffee. Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh, fuck.
You don't do that with hot coffee, Matt. You don't hit it so
Well, I've never
hard.
had a coffee before. Had you had a coffee before that?
It was on Vice forever. Do you remember it was on Vice? Was a news thing. Guys would do acid and do stuff. All right, I'm gonna go. Me too. Okay, but who's gonna wait for the credits to start? You gonna wait for the credits to start? You didn't wait for the credits to start.
Actually, everyone's looking really good tonight, and I know it was not easy finding shoes to go along with your bulletproof vest, which many people didn't want to wear because they'd rather die than look 20 pounds heavier. You know that, right? We have that a lot. They put one on me. I said, "Are you sure I'm not wearing this?" No, you look exactly 20. They say, "Sir, it's about 21 pounds." I said, "Not good."
Good. Pretty good. Pretty good.
Under my administration, a once feared and powerful regime that relentlessly attacked America has finally been toppled. Their former leaders have been removed, and they're now being run by a gay dictator facing internal divisions. But I, for one, wish Barry Weiss all the best at CBS News.
Pretty good. Pretty good.
But I am delighted to be here at the White House Correspondents' Dinner. Amazing people. A lot of people that I like. Some I don't like at all. But I respect most of them. I must say that. You do a great job, amazing job, and it's an honor. As I said 3 months ago, the show must go on. We were backstage, and we both wanted to just have it go on, whether it was 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning, it didn't matter. But in the end, it made more sense to do it the way we're doing it. And we had a great news conference at the White House, in a very important room. And you did very well. I think we all did very well. It was a hell of an evening, I can tell you that. Won't soon be forgotten. And I think a lot was learned from that evening. A tremendous amount was learned about security and about other things, the dangers of what we all do. But just like my presidency, the second time is always better. It's always better. And the third time will be better yet. I'm only kidding.
Kid's got some penis on him. It's pretty good.
Caroline may have one of the hardest jobs in the White House. She has to deal with all of you all of the time. And you can be very difficult. You can be very, very difficult people. But I'm probably being a little bit oversensitive. Sometimes I really do think that some of you don't like me. In fact, I read a report. I get 93% negative publicity. 93. So how the hell did I win the election by so much? Think of it. I don't think that's true. I can't believe it's 93. In the 80s, maybe, but not 93. But this place is really the largest group of Trump derangement syndrome people ever put together at one time, I suspect.
Pretty good.
Beef tenderloin, very special beef. And I want you all to know that Bobby Kennedy, who's right here, personally ran over the cow in his car. And he cut it up and he brought it here for you to eat tonight. So it's very fresh. And Bobby also suggested an appetizer featuring his favorite cut of male raccoon roadkill. But we drew the line at that, Cheryl. We said, no, we're not going to do that. We're not doing that. We love Bobby. I'll tell you, it is a piece of work. You think it is fun, but he is a very different kind of a person, I will tell you. But he has what it takes, and he's smart, and he loves the country, and he wants people to be made to feel good. You agree with that, Bobby? He wants people to feel good. And he's doing a fantastic job. Thank you, Bobby.
Pretty good. It's pretty good.
But I can exclusively reveal to you this evening that for the heaviest of the heavyweights, we will have sloppy Chris Christie, one of the sloppiest human beings you'll ever meet, fighting, I would say, I could mention the governor of Chicago, but I'm going to mention instead Jerry Nadler. And they're fighting for a big piece of cheesecake, big fat piece of cheesecake. Who the hell wrote that line?
Pretty good. Pretty good.
But the next year, they're going to call it the Trump White House Correspondence Center. He told me that, and I like that very much. We're going to change the name of it, okay? Oh, it's going to be so hot, just like our country is hot. We are hot, by the way. But to be honest, it's just about the only way that they're going to ever get me back here. You're going to have to change the name of the dinner. But how's that one going? Not too good.
Pretty good.
Yes, pretty good.